Hello, you are, cuz. Out there, how you doing? It's Russ here. Just waiting for Andy to join us on part 2. He's here now. How you doing, Andy? There, mate. Andy, are you there? Earth calling Andy. He's not there, are you, mate?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you're there, are you?
I'm here. How you doing?
Welcome to part 2. We'll go straight in with light heavyweights then. Anthony Yard. What do you see
Yeah.
him? You see him fighting Boatsy or Callum Smith?
Yeah, I'd like to see him fight Bomac, yeah.
And Callum Smith says he's still going to fight on, so where do you see him going?
He maybe needs a couple of fights to get himself active again because he wasn't active before he was never going to beat Beterbiev anyway, but he wasn't very active before that, was he? A long time out.
Yeah,
So
it's you are.
maybe have a couple of low key fights and get himself back in the mix, and then maybe fight somebody like Yard or Blatzy.
What about Dan Aziz, Ben Whittaker?
Yeah,
That'd be a
fight
good
one.
fight.
Dan Aziz versus Ben Whitaker. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a good fight. Or Dan Aziz versus Smith.
Or Ben Whittaker versus Smith.
Yeah, a round robin maybe. Yeah, yeah.
Let Ben Whittaker off at least if he's that good. Let him off now. What's he got to lose? They're all professional fighters, aren't they? The same weight.
He was claiming he could beat Blatzy and Dan Aziz, wasn't he?
On the
That
same
night
night.
on the same night. So let's see what he's up. Let's see what he's made of. Let's put him test him, get him tested.
You know, if he fights Dan Aziz now, beats Dan Aziz, he's in mix then, isn't he? Say
Yeah,
he's having to watch him go through another 10 opponents like what he's been giving us recently.
see I doubt. Yeah, don't know what I'm going the big free. It's big freeze route, do we?
Well, that's what they're going to do with Big Freeze, aren't they?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? When really they should be putting Big Freeze in with Johnny Fisher next.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That'd be a good matchup, wouldn't it? At this stage.
But they're not. They'll go for Dave Allen. And then they'll go for somebody else. They'll not go for Big Freeze. They'll not. They'll want to keep Johnny Fisher building his fan base up and propping their shows up. That's what it is.
Keep recruiting for the Bosch army. Yeah,
Hey,
get some extra recruits in the Bosch army.
well, we're gonna have to do something. But what about Yard against Ben Whittaker?
Yeah, that'd probably quite an exciting fight, that, actually.
Yeah, you can imagine that.
That would be good. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Old lion against young lions.
Mm.
Lions in the camp.
They might see that as being too risky at this stage.
Too risky for who? Yard or Ben Whittaker?
You know, Yard's a banger, isn't he? So,
Well, Ben Whittaker's supposed to be this like Twitch fighter in here that's, like David A kind of guy, isn't he?
think he wouldn't get away with all the showboating with these guys like he's been up until now, really, I don't think. To the same extent, anyway.
Let him get at it, that's what I say.
Huh?
Let him get at it.
Let them off the leash.
Why not?
Ah,
Why not, mate?
it's too much pussyfooting about, isn't there? Oh, he's not quite ready for him yet, and he's not quite ready for him. It's just get on with
Yeah, that's what I say. Let him get at it. Uh,
it.
Bombay Dave and Ebony Bridges, it's confirmed this split, but I called it, didn't I? Weeks ago.
Yeah,
We spoke on here about
so
it
that
for
would be master.
That's him down road now, and everybody went, no, 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 you want him to be down road. I says, listen, he will be down the road now, sure as eggs are eggs. Get ready. So, because she's like on a path of destruction there, isn't she?
Think his gym is too hot for
Yeah.
her.
I don't think she liked any of that Bombay spice.
Pompey mix.
Isaac Lowe, aka Bamba Gascoigne, he's putting his division back on notice and the one above. He hasn't decided yet, but he's putting them all on notice. And anybody who gets in his way, he's gonna, and I quote, kill him stone dead. Old Bamba Gascoigne is putting everybody on notice.
Dead spelt D-E-D.
Indeed.
That's what it'd be up here. Stone dead.
We like Isaac Lowe, don't we? Good old Isaac, old Bamba.
The character,
Old Penfold's only got Opie Price left now, then, hasn't he?
He's got an empty gym.
Yeah. We're gonna see, aren't we? We're gonna see. But this light heavyweight scene. I think Beterbiev and Bivol, they're way ahead of the rest of them, aren't they? Yard, Smith, Boatsy, Aziz and Whitaker, they're way ahead, aren't they? Bivol and Beterbiev, aren't they?
On another level, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think.
Look, go on, sorry.
Who do you think wins out of them? I think Beterbiev. I'd pick him for that fight. I don't know what you think yourself.
Beterbiev against Bivol.
Aye.
I'm gonna go for Beterbiev, mate. The guy's a freak, isn't he?
Yeah. It's by late stoppage possible.
These people, Andy, right, are training in harsh weather conditions. Your Kovalevs, your Golovkin, your Beterbiev, your Bivol, your Klitschko's, your Lomachenkos, your Useks. They're all training in really, really harsh weather conditions, and they know what it's like to have note. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Smart.
yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain, but sport in them countries, it's about legacy, in it. You can see it in them, can't you? Even the athletes some years ago,
Yeah.
driven, aren't they? Some Eastern Bloc countries, they're determined people. Even them that come over here, aren't they? They've got more work in them than our lot, haven't they?
Oh, aye. The discipline's on another level, isn't it?
They're very disciplined, aren't they? And you can see Usyk, he just shrugged it off. Fury his head must be in bits, thinking, how am I going to get inside his head? So if he's got in his head, he's going to fight him.
And they're like the way they live in training regimes now, they're stripped right back to basic, in it. It's just a sparse existence where there's no creature comforts, is there? It's just all strictly business, completely 100%.
See that
business.
documentary we did where he was sleeping in that barn, Usyk?
It's unbelievable, It's
Unbelievable, mate. Sleeping in a barn, mate, in between training sessions, resting in a barn. Oh, that straw. What's all that about?
You'll not get big meats doing that,
It's like Russell Crowe, Gladiator, isn't he?
It is, It's just like going back to the days, isn't it? A proper warrior, eh?
Do you know what I mean? And you know what?
Yeah.
I think he'll probably be even fitter. Probably even grown into weight even better.
Yeah, it's just giving him more time to prepare as well. And he'll be at a level that's way ahead of Fury at the moment. So he's only going to maintain that. It'll just maybe make him sharper, eh?
Listen, I can smell the shit all the way from Morecambe. All the way from Morecambe to South Yorkshire, we can smell Tyson. He's filling his nappy. He's filling his nappy. He's thinking, how am I going to get out of this one?
Thought he got out it.
They've told that many lies. They've spun that many webs of lies and deceit. There's not left for them to excuses for them to come out with now, is there? Now they've got to fight.
Just in a land of confusion.
Hey,
Just disappear into a land of confusion. No, no. Run out of ideas. I will have to fight him, I think.
you
And
are.
he will have to fight. He's been offered that much money to fight. I mean, he can't. What have they done? They've done individual deals with all the fighters, the Saudis. Is that am I right in saying that?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not like there's been a big pot of money for each fight and it gets split, like whether it be 40, 60 or 30, 70 as he was getting offered. And he was even going to accept that 30, 70 money when it was proposed the first time.
The fight, didn't he, also?
Just wants to fight.
And do you know what? If he gets let down again, I wonder what will happen, really. Do you think he'll walk also?
I think I think he'll fight Hergovich. You've got to be, if Fury doesn't fight him, you've got to consider Usyk the man, whether they start talking about Lineal or any of that. Fury's no fought him, innit? It's like Riddick Bowe not fighting Lennox Lewis.
Well, Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis. I think there were too many cooks spoiling the broth, weren't there, really? Rock Newman and Frank Maloney. Daffy Duck, Daffy Duck. You know what I mean? And I think too many people got involved and it never happened. Like Calzaghe Frotch, but in my opinion, that didn't happen because once they did get to negotiate and offers were bouncing about, he wanted options. Why would he need to fight Calzaghe twice and then somebody else? What's all that? Why do I want options on him for 3 more fights? What's all
Yeah.
that about?
Was it a bit of,
Sorry, go on.
so was it a bit of similar scenario when Steve Collins wouldn't fight Calzaghe, would he? It kind of dragged on to the last minute.
On and on and on and on and on, and all you got is a load of people talking a load of shit in coffee shops, in boxing, a load of insecure men. That's all it is. Talking a load of old pony. And that's how fights don't get made because there's that many people in the middle talking pure waffle, looking
that
out,
Rock New
looking out for their own ends. You are.
that Rock Newman was a bit of trouble anyway. He no pull somebody out the ring when he was fighting Bowe. He no pull the guy over the top rope or something, swinging for the guy's neck.
Go, mate. Let me tell you, it's got a right record. They've been beat once by Holyfield, but he beat him twice, so that's his only defeat. And he's had millions through his hands, right? And ended up on Skid Row. But everybody who were around him, they've all done well for themselves, and that's just this bad case of boxing. Now you can understand why people like Frotch value a pound note and they're careful, and you know,
Yeah.
because there's too many flyby nights. There's too many. Well, you're seeing it now with Sam Jones. Listen. I don't know Sam personally, but you know, he come from nowhere, and all of a sudden he's behaving like like it's a pantomime. And they find their way into sport, and whoever's going in that ring and we're getting a slice of their purse and patting him on back. And Look, it's addictive. Trust me. I'm not saying he doesn't do his best for his fighters, but how he's behaved today, I don't think he shouldn't ever be able to live that down, should he, Andy? What?
If he comes back to Edinburgh, he'll get pelters.
What? What is all that about? Has he been told to turn into John Fury or something? Is this what we've got now? These pressers, they're going to wheel out Sam Jones, pretending to be Ricky Gervais, and Big John Fury, the punching perspex. Hey, the big fighting man from Manchester, in the ring on yard throw for free or for money. I'm 24-hour ready.
I'm a machine.
24-hour ready.
Ready to kick a table over.
I don't need no training camps. 24-hour ready. Turn up. I'll tear you apart.
I don't even effing swear, he said, right?
I'll have to put barbed wire around house now in case Big John Fury breaks in. Armed guards waiting for him.
You get the lasers. Was it Mission Impossible or something? The lasers.
Armed with spud guns. It's the organic spuds. Stolen organic spuds.
Remember the film Cape Fear? He's got the guy, is it Nick Nolte? This fear,
Yeah,
he's trying to protect his family.
tell me that's Big John. Don't tell me
Max
that,
Cady.
hey?
He's Max Cady.
That's Big John, it's Max Katie.
You better watch, you'll be hanging on the underside of your car.
That's Big John. You could imagine Big John, couldn't you? You know, if it were like, if he were even in cadets, you know what cadets is, don't you? What you're in when you're a teenager. If he
Yeah.
was so much, like that, but his story won't be about the cadets. It'd be going behind enemy lines in like jungles, forests, wouldn't it? And you can imagine it coming out with shit like that, couldn't you? Well, you could, Andy, couldn't you? You know, I don't know. Listen, do you think that Eubank will get to fight Canelo?
Has that been mooted, is it? In Saudi?
Nobody's mentioned it. It's just that it's about the only name that's not mentioned with Eubank. Because I'm just starting to wonder if it's not Canelo, it's got to be Kell Brook, and it the Babby and Eubank, surely. Kell's a bit quiet on it at the moment, isn't it? I'm just wondering if Sky have nipped in and got Kell Brook a fight with Eubank.
Eubank.
A bit quiet, isn't it?
And if Eubank wins, he goes to Saudi and fights Canelo. We'll try to get Canelo into Saudi. Is Eddie Hills no try to do that?
Is what?
Is Eddie Hills no trying to get Canelo out to Saudi?
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you, really? You'd have thought that they'll be trying their best to get Canelo in on the act, but you don't know if there's any room at the inn. It all looks like it's a bit boxed off, doesn't it? With certain people getting looked after who've been like in the know years. You know what I mean? Because that Champions Dinner, they didn't have every champion there, did they?
No.
There were WBC champions in UK who didn't get an invite. You
I think
know,
Froch said he got an invite, but he didn't go, did he?
he didn't go, but I didn't see Glenn Catley there. I didn't see Robin Reed there. I didn't
No.
see Jim Watt there.
I never seen much of Jim Watt for a long time. I don't know what he's doing now.
You know,
Did I see somewhere that Canelo had turned down 45 million to fight Benavidez? That'd be right.
45 million. Is that what they're giving him? That
That's what I read somewhere. No? Whether that's right or not.
45 million for Canelo to fight him. Well, if he doesn't take that, he's a coward.
Mm.
Free money,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. So maybe is he getting offered more than that to fight in Saudi? That's crazy money, eh?
He's rolling in it, Canelo.
And he's on the slide, I think. His best days are behind him, eh?
What do you think? To Sonny wanted to fight Bam Bam again. I think that's good, me.
That's refreshing, isn't it? There's too
Yeah.
many folk. Be easy for him just not to do it, eh? And go a different direction. But to go into, I take it he's got a rematch clause in the last fight, was it?
Yeah. No, he didn't have one, but
Right.
on, I think apparently they've been texting each other and apparently they could be getting it on again. I think that's good if they could get him over to UK and
That's admirable, eh?
get a UK crowd behind him. It could be a great night, that, because
Yeah.
they're up against it, and it's about time we started seeing our lads in a fight where they're up against it, and then because we know they're going to be in for a good fight, aren't we?
Yeah. And he'll know what he's up against now after the last time. So
Refreshing to see Callum Smith in with Canelo and Beterbiev. Refreshing, I think, to see. But any other fight that I've seen him in with, I've always known his advantage. Even Groves one, because everybody knew he had one arm.
yeah.
One arm at George Groves.
Yeah.
Right. You know, but do you think he's going to slip back wayside? That Caballero seems to have been around years, doesn't he?
And he's just had a good win, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's just had a good win against that Magmadov, but he seems. Do you think he'll slip away again, or do you think he'll stay mix?
I'd like to see him in the mix. Put him in with Daniel Dubois. That'd be a good fight, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Daniel Dubois, what do you think to him?
I think he showed a bit of heart against Big Baby Miller. Kind of redeemed himself a bit there, I think, because he looked like he was up against it for a little while in the fight. So he didn't fold and take a knee, and he piled on the pressure when he got the chance and got the stoppage later on, didn't he? So, fair play to him. I'll give him another chance. See how he gets on.
Yeah, yeah. You think Dylan's out at picture now then?
Who's out the picture? Sorry.
Dylan White.
Oh, he's gone. I don't see him coming back.
Don't you see anybody taking a chance on him?
Nah, he's getting on a bit now as well. Was he 38?
I think
Nah,
36, isn't he?
is he 36? Yeah, I thought he was older than that, but well, he might. Stranger things have happened there, but you've not heard anything. Is he getting banned or what's the story? That's gone quiet as well, isn't it?
Quiet, isn't it? It's that drug thing, isn't it?
Hmm.
Gone really quiet, isn't it? Do you think?
Maybe he's been banned and we don't know about it.
Oh,
I think that should be public though. Shouldn't it be silent bans?
do you think?
Yeah, I think that should be public. It's public that he's failed a drug test, so what difference does it make if it's public that he's been banned?
Well, he's had problems with that before, so I don't really see a promoter giving Dylan White another chance because what if it fails again? They're going to be left holding baby, aren't they?
Unless it's his fake brother, maybe he'll give him a. He's got a promotion. Has he still got a promotion company?
His brother, I think maybe he could promote him. Yeah,
Yeah.
they could get back in that way, but I see him going MMA route or something now.
Yeah. So he's failed drug tests and that as well, hasn't
He's failed them on in combat sports, hasn't he? And he failed that.
Yeah.
He had that one over counter thing or something when he were about 8-0 or something like that. And then he had that Oscar Rivers situation, which I don't know what happened with that. They're saying it all got dealt with, but I don't know.
Another mystery.
Another mystery. And then this one, it's another mystery. So I think that's probably him done with his age. I mean, what ban is he going to get if he's already had a 2-year one?
got to be a bigger ban, surely, for repeated. If you get done for drunk driving, it used to be a year. If you get done again, you get 3 years or something, wasn't it? So
Well, you'd have thought so, wouldn't you?
you think it would the same rule would apply.
Do you think Parker could beat Dark Horse then with heavyweights?
I think so. I think his activity's on his side, and I thought he was good, stuck to the game plan, and jumped on Wilder when he got the chance. Wasn't he scared in any way, shape, or form? So he's still young enough. He's only about 31, isn't he?
Well, if they beat Zhang, Andy Lee will be up for trainer at year, won't he?
Aye, bragging. Maybe get a rematch with Joyce then and beat him. He doesn't really need to fight Joyce again. We could get a title shot. But
Hey, you know what? Parker might want to put that right, you know.
aye, might, yeah. Fair play to him if he takes that fight, eh?
Yeah, fair play to him, yeah. But he might want to put that right.
And he might time it right, eh? Maybe Joyce is on the slide now, and he could just time it right. See, if he beats Zhang, eh? Comes across as a nice guy, Parker, eh?
Yeah, he does. He comes across as a decent chap, doesn't he, Parker?
Yeah. He's always respectful.
He's
He's always respectful to other people and that. He doesn't go about swagging folk off and making an arse of himself like that, does he?
Yeah. Paul Butler, I like him. He's a nice kid. He's a nice kid. They just to go about the business and train Scott Quigg, them sort of guys. They're proper gym rats, them boys. You know what I mean?
Set a good example for young fans and young boxers alike.
All the champions are gym rats, all of them, you know.
Yeah.
That's why they're champions, because they live in gym.
Yeah.
You know, too many want to get the session done and go. Instead of going and enjoying your time there, having your warm up there, some of them just want to get in there and run out. How do you know they've even warmed up? Oh, I've wound up at home. Go to the gym and chill out, take your time. You're there all day. It's a job. You're not into dash in and dash out. Stay all day. Have a rest room. Have a bit of food. You're there to do your job. This is mindset that we need, you know, like these Russians.
Yeah.
They're all day at them camps. They were taking them in camps when they were young teenagers. Oh, second hand. They're going in proper training camps as youngsters. Second nature to them, isn't it?
Yeah. No shortcuts to success.
You know. That's how I look at it anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah. People would do good to follow their example. Eh? You'd have more successful fighters in this country if they took a leaf out of their book.
Oh, it's they're pampered up there at that GB setup up there. They've got every facility known to man for Olympic athletes.
Remember Scott Harrison years ago? I'm sure he used to go up to Ben Nevis to train, up in the hills.
What's it like up there? Cold?
Nah, it's cold and damp, and adverse conditions, you might say. So that's he was successful when he was on his run, wasn't he? Tough man, Scott Harrison.
Yeah, have you been there, Ben Nevis?
Yeah, I've been up there now. I've not actually been up Ben Nevis. I've been up the hill next to it called Annaghmoor. I'm up in a chairlift, a gondola.
You pussy.
Good view up there, though. I want to go up Ben Nevis one day.
Did you?
Before I get too old.
Go on, Andy. You don't mess about, do you?
Just getting the time to do things like that. It's easy.
Do you still support Aberdeen?
No, I suppose I don't really follow football much. I watch St Johnstone now and again. My son goes to watch them.
St Johnstone.
St Johnstone. That's the team in Perth. They got beat 3-0 the other night by Rangers. I think Rangers got 2 penalties, but I think Rangers just about every match they play, they're getting penalties. So is there corruption in the refs and football. I don't know.
God. And who do you think is gonna fight Eubank?
Well, who was the guy with the title he was mooted to be fighting? Somebody with a title he was going to be getting a title shot at, wasn't it? I can't remember the name though.
Oh well. Well, I'd like to see him in with a title shot, or I want to see him fight Canelo or Billy Joe. We need to get Eubank a fight. I don't want to see that beefy one.
No.
That beefy. We don't want to see that again, do we?
No. There was always talk on fighting Golovkin, wasn't there? That was always talk. Is Golovkin retired now?
Yeah, I think he's done now. Yeah,
He was a good fighter, wasn't
he was a good fighter. He got robbed against Canelo, didn't he?
he? Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Proper got shafted. But hey ho, right, I'm gonna get off, mate.
Good
Listen,
man.
thanks for coming on, Andy. Been a pleasure. Hope you're well. Hope you want to add. Well, how did it go at rallying?
Yeah, it was good. It was quite a long day, right enough when we were there. But it was all the weather was decent, which is unusual at Knockhill at this time of year. But it was good. A few interesting cars there.
Looked nice, didn't they?
Sorry,
Mark II Escorts look nice.
I did. That was an expensive looking Escort. That I tried to get a photo of the interior because the interior had like a. It's all done really nice and with black Recaros, and it had like a. It didn't have a step. No, I had. I can't remember. I've got a picture, but the picture is more a reflection. I'll send you the picture. You might be able to see the seats, but you'll not be able to see the dashboard for the reflection. The dashboard had like a fancy electronic pod, instrument pod behind the steering wheel, and that.
Yeah.
That looked like a lot of money we'd spent on that.
Oh, what all high tech stuff and that.
It's like a retro mod thing. It was
Retro job with all high tech stuff done to it.
caught my eye. It caught my eye. I thought, wow, look at that. That was pretty smart. So I better take a photo of that. There was also a Tommy Mackinnon Evo 6 sitting there as well. A white one. It was quite tidy as well. I think they're worth money now.
Yeah, I remember seeing one 20 grand about 4 years ago.
Now
it's 50 grand.
Usually red as well. This was a white one, which is quite unusual.
Yeah.
I'll send you the picture. Yeah, and there was, I think my son said, Skoda Fabia WRC 2 car. That's what won the rally. There's a few quick motors. I think there was only maybe 55 cars in the rally, but it was quite good the way they run it. They all set off at like split times, and there's a lot of cars running at the same time, so you can see quite a lot of action going on there. But it's not quite the same as a forest stage or that. But it's all right. A lot of the guys will just be using it as a shakedown for the next events.
All right then. Well, listen, you take care of them, mate.
Good man. Good to see you. Yeah. All the best. Take care, mate.
Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Peace out. Booyaka.